Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Atria's PNC Park. Thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. Boy, fall is here. It's another chilly night. Can't believe it. Got a nice crowd here. We're going to start our show with What's on Your Mind. It's sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski's Skeets Service Station. Anything that runs on gas, from a lawnmower, weed whacker, car, truck, tractor, riding mowers, Skeets works on it. He does work on my car. He's fantastic. Our cameraman Devin was just there, had his car inspected. One of the best inspections that he's had. So check out Skeets Service Station. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. My co-host Smokin' Jim Frazier. Man, I got to put this away. It's teasing me. They just delivered the Talking Machine Big Mouth Burger. We'll wait. We got interviews to do. We got a bunch of people here. Got 9 guests going to be on the show tonight. Plus, we got to have Smokin' Jim say what's on his mind. And again, that's sponsored by Skeets Service Station. Thanks for coming out again. We appreciate it. We have a Facebook page. We have 6,400 likes on there in 3 years, so I'm pretty proud of that. And you can like us now. For all of you that have smartphones like I do now, just put another like in there. I appreciate it. We're seeing this show will be rebroadcast. We're taping it now. It'll be rebroadcast Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. And then for all the rest of you, Verizon 32 from Nemacolin all the way to Cranberry and Wexford. So we have a big footprint out there, and you can watch us. Steady shows are on every Tuesday through Saturday night, 7 o'clock to 8. And we're on a couple other times, even on a Monday and sometimes a Sunday. They move a couple of the shows around. But this will definitely be on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8. So we're going to start the show right now. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
don't break
you got to see Levine. I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor, grab a menu, because the only burger I like better than a Roethlisberger is the Talking Machine Big Mouth Burger.
Wow, thanks, buddy.
Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They played pretty good against New England. Coach Mike Tomlin, quit bringing home everybody else's trash. Last year he brought in Jacoby Jones. He was trash. Josh Scobie was trash. Antoine Blake was trash. This year he brings in Legarius Green, who's 6'5", 240 pounds, been out all year because he can't play with a mild ankle sprain. They bring in Zach Mittenberger. He's from Louisiana. That means he's probably the dumbest quarterback in the National Football League. He got cut by Tennessee. He got cut by San Diego. 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, and the Steelers still bring him in. The Pittsburgh Steelers this year promote their team mentor, William Gay, to team captain. In the words of Al Levine, the talking machine, we don't need more mentors. We need more tour mentors. You know, Coach Tomlin, quit bringing in guys that are too light to fight and too thin to win. I'm not here to hate. I'm just shooting straight. The Pittsburgh Steelers don't want to be great. They just want to be 8-8.
Some of you may be your first time that you've heard Smokin' Jim. He's an NFL scout. He's a Steelers scout. These are all his own opinions on public access TV. And a lot of times he's right, believe it or not. But that 8-8, I've heard that over the last couple years when they were. So it's frustrating to hear her bring it out again. Because my friend, if they go to the tapes, he said we're going to the Super Bowl this year. So I don't know his excuses on why we're not now, that we're heading down towards not being great because of 8-8. It's a shocker to me. What's on my mind? I cannot compete with the volume he has. We have this so people can hear what we're saying. We're mic'd up for our TV show. This is the guest mic. So we'll have you sit in the chair as we do these interviews, and I'll hold the mic over so you can broadcast as loud as Smoking Jim Frazier. What's on my mind is we've got a lot of great sports. The Steelers surprised me a little bit. I was talking with Mario a little bit earlier about we expected a blowout with the Steelers and the New England Patriots. Even Smoking Jim expected that, and I watched him on Championship Chase to verify that, so he can't make any stories up on the show. And lo and behold, I was shocked that Landry Jones was going back to his Oklahoma days a little bit with passing the ball. It was shocking, except for an interception here and a couple misplays. But I actually was into the game a little bit and thought we had a chance. So it was surprising to me. I know the Steelers have a good team, and scratch that 8-8 stuff. I don't want to hear that again. I may revise it down to 10-6. I was at 12-4, maybe even 9-7. But the nice thing is our division, they're all losing. So we got a good thing there. I say go Steelers. I'm still a Steeler fan. Penguins are out there. They're having a little trouble with a couple games, but Crosby's cleared. I think he'll be playing soon. We haven't heard when. So we got a lot of great sports here in Pittsburgh, and I bleed black and gold. So let's move on to our guests right now. This next guest, I met him about 6-7 months ago through Frank Merja. I was at a Tunch and Wolf podcast show that they were doing at the Cadillac Ranch in Settlers Ridge. And I found this guy I've become friends with. He's a magician. And we're going to bring him on right now. Lee Trebosic, come on up. I know you're a Steeler ticket season holder, so I know you bleed black and gold. Is that true?
Yes, I do. I've been a season ticket holder. Have been to a Super Bowl, been going to games since I was a kid, so I love it. Born and raised.
You told me one story that impressed the heck out of me. And we had just met, and we were talking, and you know what you do and everything, and what I do, and all that BS. And you told me this story about going to Dallas for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Could you share that? No, you got to hit this mic.
We hit both.
Yeah. Here's what you got to do. You can hold. Whoop. This is like live TV. We don't miss a trick.
We got it. We got it.
We got it, and then I'll hold it over so people can hear your replies.
I'll just double team it. We'll just do both.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
Since you're going to talk, you do it. Go ahead. I will lean in.
No, it was.
It's a great story.
It was the year we went to Dallas. That was a fantastic season. That was a good season, and I had the opportunity. A friend of mine that's actually a DJ for Wiz Khalifa. His name's DJ Bonix. Very good friend of mine.
Hold it. You're from Lincoln Park originally.
Lincoln Place. Lincoln Place. No, Lincoln Park's a band. That's
right.
a band.
That's right. Lincoln Place.
He had tickets. He invited me to go with them. We were down actually at the stadium picking up the tickets to go to Super Bowl, and he got a text from Wiz Khalifa's tour manager telling him that he can't go to the game because Wiz just got booked to do an after party during the halftime of the Super Bowl.
What a story.
But in Vegas. That was in Vegas, though. So now he couldn't go, so now I'm now sitting there with a ticket and with nobody to go with because he can't make it. So he he said, do you want the other ticket? I, of course, accepted. Why am I not going to? I'm never going to turn down a Super Bowl ticket.
You don't look like a dumb guy.
No. And then with that ticket, he asked, who would you take? And I knew exactly who I would take. I got to take my dad. I got to surprise my pops and take my dad to a Super Bowl, which I thought was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I took him to the Super Bowl where we lost, so couldn't predict that one. But
No, you couldn't. All right, thanks for giving me the mic.
You got it.
That's a heck of a story. It impressed me, no doubt. Now, tell people what you do.
So, to give people a little heads up, my name is Lee Trebosic. I'm a magician, comedian, entertainer from right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But I tour all around the country. I'll be in Texas tomorrow this time doing a show in Dallas. I get to perform nationally, but I also hold my roots here in Pittsburgh very strongly. I have my own theater show at Dave & Buster's at the waterfront. I'm there every Friday and Saturday doing 2 shows a night.
Tell them what time.
8 and 10 p.m. It's called Bamboozled. That's the name of my show. And then I got something pretty cool coming up here in a few weeks.
All right. Well, since he gave me the mic back, how do you spell Houdini? I don't want you to spell it, but 100 years ago, Houdini performed one of his amazing feats on Liberty Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh. Now, it was 100 years ago. Here's the man reliving this event.
So to give you guys a little update on it, so Harry actually performed in Pittsburgh 13 times in his career between the years of 1905 up until 1925. But it was in 1916 that he did the straitjacket escape, where he would go upside down and he would hang off large buildings and bridges, and he would escape from a straitjacket. Now, he did that in Pittsburgh on November 6, 1916. And on November 6, 2016, 100 years to the day, and in the exact same location of Wood and Liberty Avenue, I'm recreating it. So in 13 days, I'll be hanging upside down from a crane.
Tell them what time.
We're doing it at noon. We're doing it at noon. Same time Harry did it 100 years ago. And if you guys want to find out any information about it, it's the name of it is called Houdini 100, and there's a website, Houdini100.com, has all the information about what I'm doing.
That's amazing. You must be in great shape, because I read a couple books on Houdini growing up. I told you I was impressed with the shape he was in, what a genius he was, what a marketing guy. I've tried to copy some of his techniques. That's why I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. And it seems to stick in people's minds. It rhymes.
It rhymes. That's all you need.
So that's why you're here. And it's fantastic that you're doing it. What got you to even think about doing that?
So
I need to know.
You need to know. So the story on how I even came up with this was 5 years ago, I was given a book, a magic book from my mentor, Paul Gertner, and after we had just gotten back from New York from doing some shows up there, we visited Houdini's grave in Queens, and when we got back, he gave me this book. I opened the book, and in the book there was an image, a black and white image, of Harry doing the straitjacket escape. But what was really cool about it is when I dove deeper into the image, the building in the background said the Pittsburgh Post. So then right away I realized that this was an image of him doing it in Pittsburgh. It was dated November 6, 1916. So immediately I called my good buddy Rick Seebeck. We all know Rick, right? He's Mr. History of Pittsburgh. Yeah. I called Rick. I asked him about this. He knew every detail about. He even knew what the temperature was that day. It was really scary. I don't remember, but I think it was a little colder. It was a little colder. But Harry performed it on that date for thousands of Pittsburghers. And ever since then, I've seen that image and just thinking about it, I always thought it'd be really cool for what I do in the city that I love to be able to touch that history, to recreate that for the city of Pittsburgh. So that's what I'm doing, November 6th. It is absolutely a free event, so it's free to the city of Pittsburgh. You can come down anytime between 10:30 and noon. I'm doing this stunt at noon, but we're going to fill the streets between 10:30 and noon. So
that is so cool. That's amazing. And do you got to work out and be in shape to do this?
You definitely have to stay in shape to do the straitjacket escape. I've been doing the straitjacket escape in my act for about the last 15 years. Always on 2 feet though, never upside down. But I have found that in order to do the straitjacket escape upside down, I had to get back in the gym, back in really good shape, and then to do it upside down, I had to condition my body. So every couple days I go into an inversion table in my house, and I'm like a bat in my house. I'm upside down, I'm on my phone, and I've built up my tolerance.
How does that affect your breathing?
Well, the breathing is a very important part of it when you're doing the straitjacket escape, because it is a lot of using a lot of muscles and a lot of strength to get through it. But most importantly was that the inversion part was the most dangerous, because there's a chance of blacking out or going unconscious. So I had to build up the tolerance of the blood in my body, so that when I'm inverted for 5, 6, 7 minutes when I do it, that nothing will happen.
You don't pass out.
So I don't pass out, because that would be really embarrassing on the big day. So.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
My pleasure.
I'm glad you could be a guest on our show today.
Thank you so much for having me. So Houdini100.com, or you guys can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, so Facebook at Lee Trebosic.
Tell them that again.
At Lee Trebosic, LeeTerbosic, Houdini100.com.
I'm getting hard of hearing. I appreciate that. Lee, thanks again.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Have a safe trip tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
Take care. Tell them your name.
Annie Hendershot.
No, you can talk in both.
Annie Hendershot.
All right. And did you ever play sports?
I did back in high school. I was a basketball player. Let's hear it. Hello.
They're all worried about being a guest. They want to know what questions I'm going to ask, and I didn't tell them what.
Oh, okay.
Just like I didn't tell you much.
We'll just keep them in suspense.
Okay. When did you start playing basketball?
Oh, my junior high year.
Okay.
And
did you play for a couple years, or?
I did, but I got more into cheerleading with Jody.
Cheerleading? I've heard that's a sport.
It can be, yes.
I've been told. I see the workouts and the different acts that they do now, so it's amazing.
Yes. Gymnastics are involved with it.
Well, let's cut to the chase.
Okay.
The reason you're on here is because of some app. Friends of mine have these apps, and they're bringing them up, and it's involving sports.
Yes.
How did you get involved?
A friend of mine introduced me to this new sports app. It's called FireFan, and it's going to be a big hit. The app hasn't been released yet, but it's already gaining quite a lot of excitement and momentum, and they think the app's going to be bigger than Pokemon.
Wow. I've heard it will be, and the guys that did the Madden football are involved with this app too.
Yes, so you can play against your favorite celebrities, make predictions. If you like fantasy sports, you're going to love this app. So the website's up. Go to www.firefan.com and check it out. Get signed up. It's a free app, and you can play along with your favorite sports team. So if you get on there and the Steelers are doing bad, you can predict it.
Wow. But you can still keep playing the app. You can still play the app and play the game even if you're bored with the game, right?
That's right. It'll ask you questions, and you'll have like so many minutes to answer. There's also links to buy sports T-shirts and sweatshirts and that kind of thing. So it's really neat. It's unlike anything that's out there. So just check it out. It should be fun.
You want to hold that sign up?
I do.
Go ahead.
And put the code in SportsM. That's my code to refer you, and it's FireFan. Firefan.com.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, I just hope you guys will love it. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. Just send me. I have a sports blog for FireFan players. .blogspot. Check it out. Send me a message. What you like about the app, what you don't like, and we'll put it out there.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't know we got 4 franchises in Pittsburgh. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we got one of the most successful franchises in the country. Last year, their winning streak was the greatest in all of professional sports history. They beat New England Patriots' all-time winning streak of 21 straight games. They finish up with about 30 wins in a row. That record will never be broken. Here's the superstar running back on the Pittsburgh Passion, the baddest chick in the room. Come on up, Sierra.
Now, you went and got married.
Yeah.
And you just had a baby.
Yep, in March.
And she's cute.
Thank you.
You want to talk?
Say hi.
Hello? Tell us her name.
Her name is Kinsley.
Kinsley. You can hold that for your mother.
You want to hold it? You can't eat them. No.
I got to hold it back and forth. All right, so when are you going to come back to football?
I don't know. I miss it. My husband told me if I was really planning. I am going to go to World's Games. I was one of the first women to go to World Games with 8 other countries. They're actually hosting it this year in Florida, in Orlando, at the.
That's a good place to go.
Yeah, at the sports complex. So it should be really interesting. It's going to be a week of fun with a lot of my friends that I've met from other countries and had the privilege and opportunity of doing it 3 years ago. So this year will be the 4th year that we're holding it. Sam Rappaport, I don't know if you guys know her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely started this for women's football, and we've been climbing ever since.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, that'd be great for you.
Yep.
But you may not come back to the Passion for a while. You got to help raise this baby.
Yeah, I think I'm done with regular season football. I probably will play at Worlds, and ironically, the next week is trials for the USA team.
Really?
So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You look in pretty good shape, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
I saw you eating that burger.
Oh, yeah. I'm still eating for two.
I understand that. She looks well fed.
Yep. You want to say something?
Is she talking yet?
Yeah, she says dada.
He's
It's not really
here.
a word.
We need
It's
mama.
not a word.
We need mama. So what else are you doing?
Right now I'm just working back in the engineering field. We're doing archaeology, pipeline inspection, just kind of being out in the field and trying to stay away from the office.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't like being inside.
Well, have you been away from it for a while?
Yeah, I have. About 2 years. Took a little break, played football.
Yeah. Had a baby.
Yeah. So this is, I guess, the last time I was on the show, I was pregnant.
Yeah.
It was right after championship,
Yeah, that's true.
I was
We
pregnant
got
at
this good
championship
karma.
game.
We got champions, and we have beautiful babies. Look how good she is. Oh, give me that finger back. Come on, what are you going to do? Anything else you want to bring up? What else you got going on?
No, the Passion's getting started. We are playing flag this year. We're trying to get a flag team, so that's still in the works. Passion will start. We still are having tryouts, so if you're interested, please go to www.pittsburghpassion.com. Contact one of our coaches, or you can contact Jim. Go on their Facebook page, and we'll get you connected. You don't have to have any experience. Isn't necessarily necessary, but however, I would like you to have an athletic background, but we do accept all players, all shapes, size, all walks of life on our team, and we're still filling a roster. Last year they had an impressive year with mostly rookies.
I saw that.
Yeah, they didn't go to the championship. We were host city again.
I predicted 3 in a row.
We were host city again, so it was nice to have Franco there and a lot of other players that came out and supported the Passion and football in Pittsburgh, so it was really nice.
Well, you got to tell T. Con I said hello, and my deepest sympathy on the passing of her father. What a great guy he was. I met him. Just amazing, amazing.
We're going to miss him a lot. Papa Con was there for everything, from selling raffle tickets to just being at the ticket.
He was always there.
Yeah, always there, practices and everything.
And speaking of there, you got to get out of here. She's ready to move.
Yeah, she is.
Well, thanks for coming to our show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck in all you do.
Thanks. Say bye-bye.
All right, you got to go.
I tell you what, back in the day, I met this guy, and please don't boo. He was doing offense and defensive camp with the Michael Vick. Met him back then, traveling all over the country. Always had a big heart to do things with kids. Always wanted to stay involved in high school sports ever since Gateway blew out North Allegheny his senior year. Please, a big hand for a man that's in the North Allegheny Hall of Fame, Glenn Anderson.
All right, now, last year we had you on because you're doing something different with coaches, PA coaches. I'm assuming we got an update here.
Well, yes, last year we started the Pennsylvania Basketball Coaches Association, and there was never anything here in Pennsylvania. There had always been football coaches and baseball coaches associations, so we thought we'd give it a try, and came back from a national convention and got a phone call from Jamie Dixon, and Jamie wanted to do a coaches clinic, and so we went down and met with him, and got everything ready, had our social media, marketing, everything ready to put out, and then unfortunately Jamie decided to leave.
I wondered what happened.
Well,
what did you guys do? You put extra work on him.
I guess. But he was, he was very supportive. He was wanting, really approached us and wanting to do it. So, needless to say, we had to make a few adjustments. But it actually,
that's what I want to hear.
It's worked out pretty well. We've still been able to, enroll coaches from across the state. We have a few D1 coaches right now that are interested in doing our coaches clinic this year. We have 4 events planned for this year. We're going to do we're hoping to do hospitality rooms at the WPIAL and the PIA championship games. We will have a free coaches clinic in April at Geneva College. We are working with USA Basketball on doing a youth clinic in June. And then this fall, not sure the dates yet, but we hope to have our major coaches clinic. And we've got some interest from John Calipari, Jay Wright. We have some good contacts with the Miller brothers. Coach Higgins has expressed some interest. So we're pretty excited that we should have a pretty good lineup this fall.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's moving forward.
We hope so. We hope so. Like I said, we were at the convention this past summer in Kansas City, and I ran into the executive director for the Texas Association, and he had just had his coaches clinic about a month earlier. He had the program there, and we opened up the program, and who's the 5th coach down listed but Jamie. So he's fitting in at Texas just fine.
Well, that's good. I appreciate the update. What else is going on?
That's about it. I mean, I also work. I can't get over the introduction here I get from Smoking Jim. That's always.
Hold it, wait. I have a question. It's true, right?
It's true. Yes, everything
Okay.
he said is true. I
have to verify that because we're up to 17 sources to back on what he says because he says so many outrageous things.
No, that's true. That was a long time ago, but that was a lot of fun. And I wish I had known him back then because I would have had him involved with us doing some of those offense-defense.
He's quite the asset.
Yeah, you said it.
I agree. Hey, how's your son doing?
He's doing very well. Thanks for asking. He's up at Bates College in Maine, and he's unfortunately doing too well. He doesn't want to come home a whole lot, but he's been rock climbing, surfing, backpacking.
What about school?
Yeah, well, he made the dean's list last year.
I know, so he's a smart one. That's why I wanted to check with you.
Yeah, thank God for his mother. So,
well, there's some good things. How do they reach you for the coaches? Is there?
We have.
Tell us again.
Our website is www.pa-bca.org, and that.
Say that again, please.
www.pa-bca.org. So.
Thank you. Now get out of here. Until the next time you get introduced like that.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Glenn.
I get the honor of introducing my partner in crime, I guess. So Dave Young and I actually were the ones that first thought about putting together the Pennsylvania Basketball Coaches Association. And we were debating. I called him one day and said, hey, would you be interested? And the national convention was in Las Vegas. And I said, what do we have to lose? They're going to cover our hotel and our meals. We just have to get our airfare out. So he decided to come along, and that's kind of how things started. So I'll bring Dave up now to share a little bit more on the Basketball Association.
All right. We know your name. Your buddy introduced you. You were here last year.
I was here last year, and I appreciate the great presentation because usually he doesn't say a lot. But this is the first time he really talked a lot, so I appreciate him coming up.
Well, you're only going to be able to fill in the blanks now.
Well, I have to fill in more than that when we're in front of these many people, so I appreciate it. But
what do you want to fill in?
Well, first of all, I'd like to let everybody know that the PA Basketball Coaches Association has been going on for less than a year, but we have done a lot of things, and as Glenn has indicated, there were some things with Jamie Dixon that we didn't get a chance to organize because he left, but we're putting together some coaches clinics and some things in the future, and it's going to be a great opportunity. We made some contacts, so by the time you invite us again, which I'm assuming that will happen.
This may be annual. We'll see how you hold up here.
Okay. We'll have a lot of things to talk about, many more things to talk about, because we have 4 or 5 things that we will continue to bring to some colleges and coaches, and we're just excited about where we're at.
It sounds like a good thing. You having any fun?
Too much, in fact. Fun is what we do, and helping coaches and basketball players is what we do. That is what we do. And that's why you brought us here, so we appreciate it.
Right. It sounds like a good thing.
It is. Again, PA Basketball Coaches Association, www.pa-bca.org. That's our website. So we're looking forward to some coaches from around the country that might be collaborating with us. We'll keep that a secret until the next time so we can really tell you what's happening.
Oh, we appreciate that. Well, good luck in all you do. Anything else you want to say or bring up here?
Yeah, I have a whole scroll of things. No, but again, thanks a lot for inviting us. We appreciate it, and we have some things. Again, the next time we get here, we have a lot of.
You already got things right now you brought up that are pretty interesting.
Well, we appreciate that, but we have triple the amount of things next time, so we appreciate it.
All right.
All right, thanks
Dave,
a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
We got a real killer in the room. This man is registered with every police force in the state of Pennsylvania. He's an expert almost all forms of martial arts. He performs in the cage, MMA. Outstanding young man, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nice guy outside the cage, real killer in the cage. Come on up, pretty boy.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I'll hand it over. You talking to that mic, and then I'll bring it over as we go back and forth for the audience.
All right.
All right, tell us your name.
Jonathan Merrick.
What's this pretty boy?
I don't know.
How did you get that?
I don't know. I dress really preppy. It takes me 2 hours to get a shower.
Here, stand up. Stand up. Get a shot of this man. He's prepped up to the show.
My friends hated waiting on me 2 hours to go out to the bar and stuff, so everyone just started calling me Pretty Boy. It's just something people call me.
I thought it was just your face.
I don't know.
Just kidding. When did you get into MMA?
I've been doing MMA for about 6 years. It's had a lot of ups and downs. Not where I want to be.
Sure, it's a hard sport.
Yeah, but I got in MMA, got in a little bit of trouble, met some good people, got in MMA, and that's pretty much how my MMA career started.
And now what are you doing with it?
Getting hurt.
You're an honest man. All right, where do you work out of?
I was training out of a couple different gyms. Last year I was training out of the cage, and I just actually started training with Mat Factory recently.
They're quite the gym there.
Yeah, it's
great reputation.
It's a lot more than I expected.
Tell Dominic we said hello.
I will.
Definitely. And how often do you go into the gym?
I was going 2 times a week because I had a title fight last year, got hurt, had surgery on my whole labrum, got cleared about a couple weeks ago. So Isaac's been helping me.
So you got set back pretty badly.
Yeah, really bad.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And you're still doing it?
See, I've been trying to quit, but a lot of people just won't let me quit. So I've been getting.
You got a lot of support.
Pretty good amount. So I've been going there. Isaac's been helping me. I've been going to his chiropractor. He's been getting my shoulder in shape. I'm going twice a week for now.
You want to shout out to the chiropractor?
Huh?
You want to shout out on who the chiropractor is?
Yeah, Isaac Braley.
Because I know the guy?
Yeah.
I figure we should mention his name. He's been on our show. Yeah. We won't be recording this.
I hope not.
We are.
Are you?
This is being for TV.
Oh, God.
You're going to be on TV, pretty boy.
But yeah, Isaac.
Say hi to Isaac Greeley for us. Glad he's putting you in place.
Yeah, thanks, Isaac. You got my shoulder pretty much in pretty good shape. Giving me the opportunity to come down and train. Thank you.
There you go. What else is going on?
Honestly, nothing. Just working and trying to get back into the cage. I might take a fight with the big Jim over there, though. One of these days.
He's got 3 bodies on you.
I was going live on Facebook about like 15 minutes ago, and someone's like, "You should go fight him," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this sounds like a good idea." So
he's one of the nicest guys that you ever meet. I would not like to see him upset. He's one of the strongest guys that I know.
Yeah, I'm too little for that life.
That's one leg. You're one leg. Look. He's solid. All right, no fight here. I was trying to dissuade you from that. Pick somebody on your own size.
Yeah, I don't know. There's really, I'm 130.
So you're 135?
135 right now. I'm sitting about 150 was thinking about, I keep getting asked to fight at 125, but I think
That's a lot of weight to cut.
that's muscle. I don't really have any body fat, so I think if I go fight at 125, it might be
Severe.
it might be bad.
Yeah.
So
you're just trying to get in shape, exploring your options.
yeah, pretty much. I'm training with Matt Factory, just seeing pretty much how much I can learn. It's gonna take I need about a good 3 months of training before I even think about getting back into the cage. So, but the come up's coming.
You got time.
I got a lot of time.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming on our show.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Good luck on that live stuff on Facebook. Just don't fight big guys like Smoking Jim Frazier.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you.
Take care. You look
I tell you what, life in Western Pennsylvania is always better when Westinghouse is winning. I tell you what, I call him the coach because he's the father of the year. He calls me every week to give me updates on his outstanding son. Come on up, Coach John Higgs.
Tell us your name, and you're not a coach.
My name is John Higgs.
Nice to have you on the show. It was nice talking to you earlier. And tell us your son's name.
Tyrese.
And
Tyrese Higgs.
he's in the bullpen right now. He got those good hands. He's warming up.
You better know it.
Now, Smoking Jim says you call him all the time. What do you tell him?
I tell him my son's
gotta pull it
stats. I tell him my son's stats for the game that they previously played. I call him and I call Bill Neal every Sunday. Because
You update him.
yeah, I'm trying to get my son noticed out here because he's doing a hell of a job.
Well, you know
playing
those two.
defensive end.
You know those two guys work for the new Pittsburgh Courier.
Yeah, and that's how my son's name is getting out here, through them. And I appreciate everything that they're doing. Believe me, I do. And you know, he works so hard at what he do, and I just believe sometimes he don't get recognition that he should get. You know, I mean.
You're a good dad.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you talking that way.
Oh yeah, you know.
Let me ask you a couple questions about you. Did you play sports?
I played a little bit of basketball. That was it.
Where at?
Up at Shelley for a little while.
Okay.
Shelley High School, Spartans.
All right. I remember them.
A lot of summer leagues and.
My dad might have been refereeing a game or two or yours.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
he could have
and
been.
I wound up refereeing
Where
a couple
at?
years ago,
Did-
all over the city. All
Did you?
over. Yeah, PIAA referee, yeah.
That's great.
I had to quit because I got a kidney transplant.
Oh, man.
You're a kidney plant survivor. That's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, he did.
No, that's great stuff.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And do you work out at all?
Yeah, I work out about 3 times a week.
Who do you take with you?
My main man, my son.
Let's quit playing around. Let's bring your son up.
Yeah, bring him up. His nickname is Gillo. They call him Gillo.
Gillo.
Gillo, yeah, Gillo.
Well, then we got to bring Gillo up. Come on up. Gillo, welcome to the show.
Hi, what's up? What's up, sir?
Hey, nice to have you here. I heard you're 16 years old. Is that true?
Yeah, I just turned 16, August 19th.
August 19th. That was my dad's birthday.
Hey.
Great guys are born on that day.
Exactly.
And now, what year in school are you?
I'm a junior, 11th grade.
Okay, and you're playing football right now.
Yes.
What
Yes, sir.
position?
Defensive end.
Do you like that position?
That's probably, it's not really wide receiver, but it's probably the best position I
Get out. I heard you have good hands. We need you as a wide receiver.
I mean, I got good hands, but I also got good lower body strength, and that's what I'm capable of using.
Do you sack anybody?
I mean, I led the senior sacks the past 2 years, so I mean, I think I sack a lot of people.
How many sacks?
Last year I had 10.5. This year I had 8.5.
That's great. Congratulations, Gillo. I'm glad to have you up. I heard you got all kind of notes here.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll need it. I'm just asking you questions. When did you start playing football?
9 years old, and my first game I played guard, and as the season moved on, I progressed from guard to tight end, and then, yeah.
They threw the ball to you once in a while.
Yeah, in Little League I had over 25 receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns.
25.
Yeah.
25.
25.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
and you're on the defensive line now.
I mean,
You're tearing it up there, and you love it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a strong enough athlete to play anywhere. That's why in college, that's something that colleges like to see, a player that can just play anywhere they need them to play. So
I heard you're coachable.
I'm very coachable. I mean, I learn very easily. I mean, I know everything.
If the coach tells you run through this brick wall, you running through the brick wall?
Hey, I'm lowering my head and bashing through that thing. You feel me?
That's what I wanted to hear. You're a good man. Now, the other day I heard against Carrick, they sat you down for the second half. What the heck happened?
Nothing. Just preparing myself for this Brashear game we got this Thursday at 7 p.m. at Couple Stadium. Please come down and watch me. So
I'm going to stand up on the bridge.
Hey, easy
I'll join the rest of them. I'm just kidding. That's great. So Thursday you got a big game against Brashear.
Yeah, first playoff game, first round. The 2 seed versus the 3 seed. Hoping to bring it back to Westinghouse.
The big house is back, I hear.
Hey man, they've been back. We've been trying to turn the corner, as Coach Monte Robinson been trying to say. We're trying to turn the corner, and I think we hit the corner. Now we turn.
You got it. Now the turn's in.
Yeah, now the turn's in.
That's good. Well, keep working out. Keep doing what you're doing. Anything else you want to say about what you're doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give us a couple more things. I know you're prepared.
Well, a big part of why I'm playing high school football is my dad. I remember I was in 9th grade. I was trying to play one more year of Little League because all my friends wanted to play, but my dad forced me to play in high school. And
he's such a nice guy. I can't believe he forced you to do anything. Where's John at? Come on, John. And that inspired you.
Yeah, and that inspired me. And a great man that, other than my father, this one man I just met this year, but another great man, Coach Dante Green, a real gentleman, our defensive coach, and Coach Buck, our O-line coach, our O-line and D-line coach. They molded me into the defensive player I am today and taught me so many great things.
And you're still learning.
I'm still learning. I hope college sees me and I ball out wherever I go.
Well, how's your grades in school?
3.6 GPA.
3.6?
3.6.
That's good.
Wow. And last year I had a 3.8.
Oh, what happened?
That C in chemistry.
Chemistry was a tough subject for me, so I understand that. Yeah, those concepts and all those little formulas.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Well, at least you passed it.
I'm passing every class. I can't fail. I can't let my dad down like that, especially when I got a bright future ahead of me.
That you do. No, it's great to meet you. Now, do we need to pull out any notes?
I mean,
Come on, if you want to pull out a note or something and tell
I'll bring out my recent game. I'll just bring out the recent game. I got a picture for you and him, by the way, too.
Do you?
Yeah, one of y'all can split that together.
Wow.
Let me get the blue one. I already got that one.
Ah, come on. Thank you.
I mean, well, when you said our last previous game was Carrot,
yeah,
I think my best game of the season was Older Dice, hands down. But
what'd you do there?
Older Dice, I had 7 tackles, 4 tackles, 4 losses, and 2 sacks, 2 hurry passes.
That's pretty good.
Pretty decent for a guy like me. But
how tall are you?
6 foot, a little bit about 6 foot, 210.
Okay, that's good. Nice, solid guy.
Yeah, and our previous game, we just played Carrot. And mind you, I just got out a little bit. After the second half, I played one more series and they took me out, but I had a total of 4 sacks in that game.
Wow. So. Say that again.
I had 4 sacks in that game.
And they took you out.
They took me
I think
out.
you did enough damage.
Whole team did enough damage. It's not about me. It's about how close we are as a family. Them is my brothers, man. I'll go to war for them. And I do it every Friday.
You got a nice team there, that's for sure. I wish you luck on Thursday. Beat Brashear.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give it to them.
Are you?
Oh, swear to God, we will.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Wow, you heard it here first on Verizon 32, Bethel Park, Pittsburgh Sportsline. Thanks for being on the show. Gillo, it was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you too.
I don't know how we got in here. Saving the best for last. I tell you what, he spent the last 20 years in Chicago. He's back here. After in high school, he went to back-to-back state championship, won the state title in 1991. He was City League Player of the Year, All-State, All-American, played his college ball at DePaul. We got the great one here, Will, the Thrill, Macon in the house.
After that introduction, I don't even know what to say.
You know, Smoking Jim's the man.
Yeah, you hold that one and I'll pass that over to
Yes,
so they
sir.
can hear you. He is the man. There's no doubt about it. How long have you known Smoking Jim?
Roughly, what, 10 years, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Off and on?
Yes, sir.
Yep, through other acquaintances.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Well, it's a small world in Pittsburgh,
Oh, it is. Very small.
especially in sports.
Absolutely. Everybody knows everybody.
And now, what were you doing in Chicago?
Went to school there. Of course, went to DePaul, played a couple seasons professionally. Then I came back there because a lot of my professional network was there. So I started my own real estate development company. Had a lot of success there. Then I returned back to the area within the last 5 years to try to make some more inroads with my old
Your
friends.
network here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're networking all over the country.
All got to be. Got to go global, baby.
Global next.
Global.
You got Pittsburgh under your belt, now you're going global.
That's right.
I like your style. What's the name of your company?
It was Glad Energy Services, and now I'm starting a two-man startup with someone here in the Pittsburgh area getting into the medical industry.
Good for you. Now we
Appreciate
got to
it.
get back to sports here.
Absolutely.
When did you start playing ball?
My brother got me into playing basketball. I was a sports fanatic from the time I came out of the womb. Used to get up on Saturdays and watch the great Al McGuire and Dick Enberg.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, do DePaul games at 12 o'clock in the afternoon while everybody was out
Excellent, yeah.
watching cartoons. I was up watching basketball and football.
Wow. You were picking up from the greatest.
That's right.
You learned from the best.
Absolutely.
And where did you play? Where'd you play your first season? Like in school?
Well, I started playing in middle school, Knoxville Middle Junior School over in Knoxville.
Okay.
Then I ended up
Right up
going-
next to Allentown there?
Absolutely, and then went to Perry High School.
Okay.
Yep.
And how'd it go at Perry? I heard all these accolades. I want to hear it from you. I need to verify my source of information. All right, we're up to 17, like I said, because I got to verify this stuff. Give it to me.
It was just like the great Al Davis. All we did was win, baby.
Wow.
That's it.
You pull an Oakland Raider out on me.
That's all we
I can't
did.
believe that.
That's all we did.
Do you like Steelers at all?
Oh, I'm a Steeler fanatic.
Okay, I
Steelers
just wanted to
fanatic.
check because when you throw an Al Davis reference on Pittsburgh Sportsline,
gotta pay him homage though.
Oh, he was a great man.
Got to.
Brilliant guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He did unbelievable things.
Broke down a lot of barriers.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
And he's looking down on what's going on with those Raiders.
And they finally having some success, finally, right?
Yeah, they got it. That's why we're talking about it.
That's right.
Or we would have just skipped that subject.
That's right.
They had some rough years.
They sure did.
And his picks were getting terrible.
Oh man, all he wanted to do was draft guys that ran a 4.2 and
he wanted big, fast guys.
Lift a lot of weights, and now they're finally getting it right. So I'm happy for him.
Well, I'm glad you're a sports fanatic. You give me that analysis there.
Yep.
I appreciate that. So what else is going on with sports and things?
Well, in a couple
Anything?
weeks, absolutely. In a couple weeks, I'll be inducted into the City League Hall of Fame for all sports. So I'm proud of that. This was long overdue for the city of Pittsburgh as far as the public school system, and I just wanted to continue and have great success with it because, as we all know, Pittsburgh is going through a great transformation with the public schools being transferred over to charter schools.
Yeah.
So a lot of the illustrious history from our years past is starting to get stripped out, because schools like Shenley,
Well, the
South
populations change, and the way they're changing things to do, it's not always right. There's a lot of controversy that goes on. I was born in the Hill District, ended up going out to Greentree and Keystone Oaks, but I've always been a huge city fan. My dad was a basketball referee in the 60s, 70s, early 80s. I got to see some of the greatest basketball players ever come out of our city league.
Yep, we actually had a golden age of a hoop era in the late 60s and 70s.
Couldn't argue anymore. And
People
guess
don't
what
even
kid,
know that.
Guess what white kid got to sit next to the scorekeeper while his dad refereed the games?
You were flipping over the old...
Yeah, got to help out a little bit.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, so it was something. Late 60s.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to see it.
So you were around when Fish to Save Pittsburgh were here back in the early 70s.
Yeah, definitely.
Great movie, right?
One of the greatest movies in history.
Okay.
You got to see it. Did you ever see it? No.
Oh, man, come on.
You missed it.
Oh, no.
Just like Smoking Jim.
No, I've watched that movie 1,000 times, man. Set shot. Old set shot.
You got me beat.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it 999 with the set shot.
Absolutely.
It was traditional.
Yes, it was.
No, there was some good stuff. Those were the days. Civic Arena. Oh, man. Different schools.
That's right.
All the old school gyms.
Yep.
How about 3 feet from the line was the wall?
Well, that's what I did.
Right? The walls were right there. The doors right underneath the basket. You could go right out the door.
I'm very familiar with that. Where I played at Perry High School, our gym was called the Matchbox. So by the time the teams were coming up into the locker room onto the floor, we were pressing them from the time they got on the floor, and we had to stand up. We didn't even have a three-point line on in the corners.
Right. You couldn't.
Couldn't shoot it.
No, those were the days.
I'm very familiar how small those gyms were back in the day.
No, it's amazing. Yep. It's like they just put a gym in, put the lines there. You're like, what? It's 2 feet away. Come on, man. Now the gyms, they got seating, they got space. It's crazy. Those are good memories.
That's right.
You got any good stories you could tell us? Can you tell me a story?
Oh, absolutely. I
share a couple.
Yeah,
come on. Come on, Will. Hold that mic up to you.
To this day, I was involved in the greatest game in Western PA history. I know Smoking Jim will disagree, but I feel that I was in the greatest game with a lot of professionals. Dante Calabria that played at Blackhawk.
Yeah.
They were 33-0 when we met them in the Western.
Wow.
Yeah, semifinal to get to the state championship. 10,000 people at the old Fitzgerald Field.
That's amazing.
Standing room only, you know.
And that place was crazy.
It was rocking.
I believe
it was rocking. And
what'd you do there?
We edged them out in the fourth quarter by 8 and went to the state championship.
Edged them by 8.
Yep. And they were winning. They were winning the whole game.
Wow.
Yep.
What was the secret to it?
Eddie Benton.
Wow.
5 3-pointers in 4 minutes in the last quarter to get us over the hump.
I knew there had. I remembered something.
That's
right. I wasn't sure.
He could shoot the rock. He was great.
Yeah. How were you on shooting?
I was pretty decent, but I had an all-around game. My main primary thing that I did was I rebounded, and I was a hell of a passer, and just a great team leader.
That's great.
Yep.
And then where'd you play professionally?
I played a couple years, 1 year in Spain, 1 year in Venezuela, another year in Italy before I had to get forced into an early retirement because of back surgery.
Wow, that's a shame, but then you got the development.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
you had to develop.
Oh, we had to definitely develop.
No, that's good stuff. Definitely. And congratulations on that Hall of Fame inductee. Appreciate that. It's a great thing they're doing, Bill Neal, Smoking Jim, and getting these guys in. It just was unrecognized for years. And it's a sad thing because a lot of people are dying and, you know, things are happening like that where there aren't people to tell those stories.
We got to give those guys all the credit in the world because it's been long overdue. And somebody finally took the reins to get the licensing to put this on. So even though we're in our 3rd year, I hope it lasts for the next 30 years. And continue.
Well, this is what it's supposed to do. Look at Smoking Jim, how he picks these guys.
That's right. He knows his sport.
Yeah, he does. In and out. But he got a little, we won't talk about his personal preferences on different people. And we won't mention what school he's from. He gets fired up, and that's not a city league school.
Yeah, I heard about his older dice little story with him in Gateway with some guys.
He told you that too.
Man, I was
They'll never get it.
Let us know how you really feel, Smoking Jim.
And he's a nice guy.
He means it though. He's the nicest guy in the world, but he means it. I can see it in his words. I'm like, he means that.
Well, you see how big he is. He starts flexing a little bit, and he emphasizes they'll never get in as long as I'm involved with this.
He's adamant about it.
Yeah. You got to respect him there.
Play.
No. He might tease about stuff. He's no player.
That's right.
He means what he says. I guess we'll have to see. They aren't in though,
and they might not ever get it.
As we paraphrase them. This isn't about smoking, Jim. This is about you. You got another basketball story or something you could share with us? With some of the players, your high school, college?
Sure. Well, like I said, when I was on my way to my senior year, I was one of the top 50 players in America. I was invited to the prestigious Nike camp.
No, really?
Yeah, and they had that camp.
You've got a story for us. Come on.
Oh, yeah. They had the first part of the day was built on education because it was called the ABCD camp, and it was at Princeton, New Jersey.
Of course, Princeton's an Ivy League school.
Yeah, so you had.
I got it.
That's right. You had the 10 classes for 3 hours a day, and then you went and played against the top players in the country. And I played against Jason Kidd, Chris Webber, all those guys. And,
what was that like?
At the first couple days, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared out of my mind. I was just like, man, I don't know if I match up with these guys.
You're an honest man.
I just had to be that way. And then after, the middle of the week, I said,
when did it happen that you said, I can play?
Well, it's a good story. The White Iceman Clay from Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
He was a referee during the game.
Really?
He came up to me in the middle of the week and said, they put their pants on just like you.
Wow.
Go out there and hold your own. And that's what I did. I woke up and then I ended up having a great week, and I ended up being second in the camp and rebounding.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My dad introduced me to him because he was a referee also.
Yep.
And I met him. What a class guy he was.
Yes,
class
he was.
Act.
Great man.
Yeah, he truly is.
Yes, he is.
No doubt. So that's what happened there.
That's what happened there.
You went from the 3 hours a day to wondering if you could even stay?
That's right. Because I was like, I don't know if I belong with these guys, but, I had to wake up and, he gave me some confidence, and I said, hey, they put their pants on just like I do.
You woke up to number 2.
That's right.
I like that.
That's right.
That's great. And what'd you do over in Spain and Italy?
It was a great education for me to broaden my horizons and see what's going on in the world. That's the thing that I think a lot of these kids are lacking today, as far as having mentors to broaden their scope.
Sure.
So I was just glad that I was able to get an education like that to see the world, basically.
Sure, and get paid to play.
Got paid to play. Sometimes it was like crazy the way they paid you, but they paid you. Sometimes they would come and deliver.
They might have just fed you.
They'd deliver your money at halftime in a duffel bag, but you did get paid.
You got the money. No, that's pretty good.
And I'm serious too. It happened to me on a number of occasions. I'd be calling the general manager like, "Where's my money at?
Yeah.
I don't get paid by 3 o'clock. I'm going home." And it'd be halftime. They're talking in a different language, but they got a duffel bag full of money.
You got through to them.
I got through to them.
At Pittsburgh, and you come out.
That's right.
No, that's good. Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's a shame you had to get the back surgery. You okay now?
I'm good. I have my good days and my bad days. I'm trying to, keep my weight, under, a minimum, whatever. Because I got a lot of friends that are, dying, and because we're not keeping up with our health.
Sure, it happens.
Yeah.
It gets away from you.
It happens to the best of us, but I just got to keep reminding myself. I got, kids that I have to live for.
How many kids do you have?
I got 3 actually.
Good.
Yep.
Congratulations. How old are they?
24, 22, and 6.
Wow, that's a good mix.
It is, right?
Yeah. I'm not asking any questions. I'll just go with it.
I hear you.
It sounds good. I got you sharing all kind of stuff now.
I told you I'm all over the globe, man.
I'll just tell you this much, I can walk with you. I'll walk right with you on this interview. How am I doing?
There you go.
You didn't expect this.
I didn't.
You didn't know where we were going.
We don't know where we're going. Just got to be ready. He already pre-warned me about you now.
Did he?
He did.
I can't believe he's like that. I just asked these questions, that's all. And I got answers from you.
All day.
Yeah. Do the kids play any sports?
They don't. They're living out their own dreams. My son is trying to get into acting. My other daughter, she lives in Atlanta. I have 2 daughters in Atlanta.
Okay.
22, and then my 6-year-old. I got to send her a gift as soon as I get home tonight because she just got all A's and a B on her report card.
Congratulations. Go for that education.
That's right. Yep.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir.
Sharing your worldwide stories.
Appreciate it.
And I wish you the best of luck in all you do.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
And that's it for the show.